Welcome back to the channel. We're here with more Quentin Tarantino. We are on a run. What have we done so far? Reservoir Dogs was good. Jackie Brown was excellent. That's a movie I will revisit probably several times. I really enjoyed that movie. Next up is Pulp Fiction. Now, this is one of the most iconic movies of all time. And I haven't watched a thing. All I know from this movie is Uma Thurman. Is it Uma Thurman? That's Uma Thurman, right? Who's the lady in Kill Bill? That's not also Uma Thurman. I can't remember. The blonde lady. I'm pretty sure that's Uma Thurman, and Uma Thurman is in this one. And this is what launched her into Uma Thurmandom. When I was younger, I used to mistake Uma Thurman with Cameron Diaz, and then I grew out of it, I guess. But hey, man, I haven't watched this film. I know this. I can picture the cover of this in my head, and it's got Uma Thurman, and she's lying like on a bed, and she's smoking a cigarette, and she's looking directly, and it looks like a magazine cover. Bruv, I don't know why it's taken me so long to watch this movie, but it has, and I'm finally watching it. I think Reservoir Dogs and Jackie Brown were like what got people interested in Tarantino. For me, as someone who hasn't watched his filmography, like from top to bottom or experienced it in real time, this is the movie that to me on the outside, I would, if someone was to ask me in a quiz, what film was like the birth of Tarantino or catapulted Tarantino into stardom, I would say Pulp Fiction without having watched these movies. So, yeah. I'm not saying my expectations for this film are at that level, but that's my perception as someone who was on the outside. What do I know about this movie? 100% crime is going to be involved. 100%. Outside of that, the only other thing I know is that there's some contention around this film regarding a specific line. I think this, I don't know. I pretty much know the cast of this movie, I think. Uma Thurman, Samuel L. Jackson again, John Travolta. I think Harvey Keitel might be in this, or is it Tim Roth? Someone else from Reservoir Dogs is in this. That's all I know. If Jackie Brown toned it down, because of what I think and I associate with Tarantino in my head, this is about to go back to Reservoir Dogs, or maybe somewhere in the middle between the two. But I'm expecting violence. I'm expecting raw, the most raw of language again. When I think of the two main movies from Tarantino that I've watched, well, I've watched Once Upon a Time, but when I think of, I mean, even when you include Once Upon a Time in terms of the violence, but when I think of Reservoir Dogs and Django, the violence and the language in the text that I expect from Tarantino was way toned down in Jackie Brown. So for me, I'm expecting things to go back to what I'm used to rather than the Jackie Brown kind of toned down, warm type film. Do you know what I mean? I'm expecting chaos, violence, raw, whatever you. I'm expecting to have a headache trying to edit this movie for YouTube. That's what I'm saying. All right? No more talking. Let's jump in. This is Pulp Fiction. Let's go. Pulp. Yeah, of course. Oh. Oh, that's the magazine reference.
Too risky.
Oh, it's Tim Roth.
No fruit doing that.
You always say that, the same thing every time.
What accent is that?
You sound like.
Sound like a sensible man. That's what I sound
a
like.
duck.
Is that a Cockney accent from Tim Roth?
And if it's not the gooks, it's these old who've owned the store for 15 generations. You've got Grandpa Irving sitting behind the counter with a magnum in his hand.
This is what I expect from Tarantino. Is this the same cafe that he was sitting in, Tim Roth, with the black dude in Reservoir Dogs?
Restaurants, on the other end, you catch with their pants down. They're not expecting to get robbed. Not as expecting anyway.
I've never thought of people robbing a restaurant. I've never heard of it.
He's just trying to get you out the door before you start plugging the diners. Waitresses, forget. No way they're taking a bullet for the register.
This is making me reevaluate. Like, is Tim Roth British? Did he grow up in, like, Hackney?
I love you, honey bunny. Everybody, you call this a robbery!
This is crazy.
You bitch move! And I'll execute every motherfucking last one of you!
Oh, they're crazy and crazier. Oh, here we go with this is Tarantino. This is Reservoir Dogs. Opening with a conversation in a cafe, some conversations that are on the edge, long dialogue, and a robbery. And music. Iconic music. Bruh, whilst I got time, I need to check. Is Tim Roth British? Because what on earth? Tim Roth is British. I swear to you, Bruce Willis. I swear to you, I thought Tim Roth was American. Never has there been a case of someone being. Normally, there's British actors like in disguise, and everyone thinks they're American. I thought Tim Roth was American. That makes sense. No way American was pulling off that accent as good. Oh my gosh. I should delete the whole first 5 minutes. Tarantino, his ear for music.
You know the funniest thing about Europe is?
What? I'm listening.
All right, well, you can walk into a movie theater in Amsterdam and buy a beer. And I don't mean just like no paper cup. I'm talking about a glass of beer.
Yeah, same in London.
You can buy a beer at McDonald's. And you know what
Okay, no, you can't do that in the UK.
We should have fucking shotguns. What's her name?
Are these people hired by, what's his name? Joe? They got the same suits.
You remember Antoine Rockamora?
Yeah, maybe fat, right?
Well, Marcellus him up good. Word around the campfire is it was on account of Marcellus Wallace's wife.
I was stuck on Tim Roth doing that accent so well, and now I'm stuck on the fact that I never knew Tim Roth was British. What?
What do you do for?
No, nothing that bad. Gave her a foot massage.
That's it.
Feet again, Tarantino.
Took him out on his patio, threw his ass over the balcony. False stories. Since then, he kind of developed a speech impediment. You don't think he overreacted?
What? You have to expect a reaction.
It was a foot massage. A foot massage is nothing. Give my mother a foot massage.
It's laying your hands in a familiar way on Marcellus's new wife.
That song, wasn't that song in Jackie Brown?
Eating a bitch out and giving a bitch a foot massage ain't even the same thing. Maybe your method of massage differs from mine. But you know, touching his wife's feet and sticking your tongue in...
Have you ever given a foot massage? You given a lot of them?
Shit, yeah. Got my technique down and everything. I don't be tickling or nothing.
Would you give a guy a foot massage?
Fair question.
This is the door.
Yeah, it is. 7:22 in the a.m.
No, ain't quite time yet. Come on, let's hang back. Just because I would get a man a foot massage, don't make it right for myself to throw Antoine off a building into a glass.
This conversation.
Come on, let's get in character.
Oh, they just had to hang back for 1 extra minute so they can finish the conversation?
You're so interested in big man's wife.
Well, he's going out of town in Florida, and he asked me if I'd take care of her while he's gone. Take her out, you know, show her a good time.
You want to be taking Mia Wallace out on a date?
It's like if you were going to take your buddy's wife to a movie or something. It's just good company, that's all.
After we just had that conversation about giving someone's wife a foot massage? Who's that?
How you boys doing? Hey, keep chilling. We're associates of your business partner, Marcellus Wallace. You're Brett, right?
Yeah.
I thought so. You remember your business partner, Marcellus Wallace, don't you, Brett?
Yeah, I remember.
Good. Jeb?
Hamburgers.
Hamburgers!
From Big Kahuna.
Cheeseburgers.
No.
Cheeseburgers at 7.24.
This is a tasty burger. Vincent.
What's he doing? Is he making a salad in the back?
Give him a try sometime.
Oh, he was rolling.
You mind if I have some of your tasty beverage to wash this down?
Go right ahead.
Don't, dude.
Won't you tell my man Vincent where you got the shit here at?
It's over there.
I don't remember asking you a goddamn thing.
Leave my guy alone.
You were saying? It's in the cupboard.
Cold bean 666. Hey,
We happy? Vincent!
is there gold in there? Reflecting off his face.
I just want you to know.
Oh, phew, I thought he was drawn for a gun.
I just want you to know how sorry we are that things got so f***ed up. We got into this thing with the best intentions, really. I never.
I didn't mean to do that. Please, continue.
Did he?
Saying something about best intentions? You were finished. Oh, well, allow me to retort. What does Marcellus Wallace look like?
What?
What country you from? What ain't no country I ever heard of? They speak English and what? Describe what Marcellus Wallace looks like. What? Say what again? Say... I double dare you, mother... Say what one more damn time. Black. Does he look like a...
What?
Oh, he said what again?
Oh, then why you trying to... Yes, you did. Yes, you did, Brett.
Who's Marcellus Wallace? Is he like Terry Crews or something?
You read the Bible, Brett. Yes. Oh, there's this passage I got memorized.
What's he about to say?
Ezekiel 25:17. The path of the righteous man is beset on all sides. Blessed is he who in the name of charity and good
Travolta, put that down, please.
the weak through the valley of darkness.
Why are you backing away?
His brother's keeper and the finder of lost children.
No, please.
I will strike those who attempt to poison and destroy my brothers. And you will know
No,
my name
the black
is
guy.
the Lord.
No.
Lay my vengeance upon thee.
Did Travolta shoot the black guy or did he shoot? I think Travolta was shooting at the black guy whilst he was shooting at the. Oh no. I did not know Bruce Willis was in this.
Find yourself one smiling motherfucker.
Whose voice is that? It's definitely not Terry Crews.
Right now, you got ability, but painful as it may be, ability don't last. And your days are just about over. How many fights you think you got in you anyway? 2?
They're not going to show us his face, are they? Were they at any point in this movie? Oh. Hey, don't put your hand out. Give me something and then you're going to snatch your hand away. What's the point? Don't make me look stupid. Release the thing.
In the 5th, your ass goes down.
Oh, they had to get rid of their
Big man's right over there taking care of some business.
suits. Burn it.
You packing red apples?
Filters.
Right.
You looking at something, friend? Me and my friend Pluka.
What's that?
I think you heard me just fine, Punchy.
What's your beef?
My name is Jazz over here.
I lent it to you. It's a great book on piercing. Well, you see how they use that
She looks like Victoria Beckham.
on my body. Everyone can done with a needle. 5 in each ear.
In fact, no, she
Once in the
doesn't.
nipple.
Take it back.
It's Panda from Mexico. Very good stuff. And that's Bava. Different, but equally good. And that is Choco from the Harz Mountains of Germany. Those two are the same, but this one is a little more expensive.
German one.
When you shoot it, you will know where that extra money went.
Remember, I just got back from Amsterdam.
Am I in Are we in Inglewood? No. You were in my home. Coke isn't dead as dead. Heroin is coming back.
Mind if I shoot up here?
Hey, mi casa, su casa.
Muchas gracias.
You're driving on that? It's the first we've gone into drugs, right? I mean, there was a slight drug reference in Jackie Brown, but not too heavy. Seems like we're gonna go in on this. The light on his face to represent the absence.
Hi, Vincent. I'm getting dressed. The door's open. Come inside and make yourself a drink.
Did you have to pick this precise time? Oh, she's watching him.
Vincent. Vincent. I'm on the internet.
That's where the meme is from. Oh.
Warm. Warmer. Disco.
Hello.
Go make yourself a drink and I'll be down in 2 shakes of a lamb's tail.
She said she was getting dressed. She ain't getting dressed. She just wanted to impress him with this technology.
The fuck is this place?
This is Jack Rabbit Slims.
Come on, man, let's go get a steak.
You can get a steak here, Daddy-O. Don't be a...
What? Did you see that? Oh, you guys have watched this already. We're putting edits like that into a movie? I was not expecting that. I'm still trying to understand about why this man wants one of his underlings to take his wife out for dinner. Also, where is Tim Roth? And what happened with that robbery right at the beginning?
Just to let you all know, Ricky will
Oh.
be back in the second half of our show.
They got the nicest table in there.
What do you think?
I think it's like a wax museum with a pulse.
Yeah,
Buddy, can I get you?
buddy. They just got there. Let them give him 5 minutes to read the menu.
Steak, oh yeah, the Douglas Sirk steak. Have that.
How do you want that cooked? Aren't you a crisp or bloody yourself?
Oh yeah, look at this. Vanilla Coke.
Wow, I have not had a vanilla Coke in years. Does that still exist?
And $5 shake.
Just order a $5 shake. That's a shake. That's milk and ice cream.
Last I heard.
I mean, that's expensive for now, let alone, this is what, 90s?
Could you, roll me one of those, cowboy?
I think there's definitely a narrative reason as to why she wears like suits. Obviously, women can wear suits, but I feel like there's a reason why her character in particular, why they have her wear almost like smart wear.
Marcella said you just got back from Amsterdam.
Sure did.
How long were you there?
It's over 3 years.
Oh, didn't realize he was there that long.
I heard you did a pilot.
That was my 15 minutes. It was a show about a team of female secret agents called Fox Force 5.
What?
Fox Force 5.
There was a blonde one, Somerset O'Neill.
Is this some version of like Charlie's Angels or something?
If we would have got picked up, it would have worked in a gimmick where every show I would have told another joke.
She seems a bit passionate about this.
Tell me.
It's corny.
Don't be that way. Tell me.
You wouldn't like it and I'd be embarrassed.
You told like 50 million people, and you can't tell me? I promise I won't laugh.
I am.
That's what I'm afraid of, Vince.
Oh, yeah, of course. This is a joke. You're not supposed to, but you should.
You think I could have sit in that?
Does he just want to taste whether it's worth $5?
I gotta know what a $5 shake tastes like.
I understand. At the moment, I'm trying to piece together like where things are going, like narratively.
Why do you feel it's necessary to yak about bullshit in order to be comfortable?
True. I feel like we've had different pieces of a story, but I don't know what yet. Probably I'm not supposed to know what we're working towards.
I'll tell you what.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to the bathroom and powder my nose. And you sit here and think of something to say.
Is she going to powder her nose or is she going to powder her nose? Oh.
God damn.
Like I said,
Damn.
everyone else is actually powdering their nose and then she's inhaling snow. Is that watermelon?
Love it when you come back from the bathroom to find
On a plate of burger and chips? Is that normal?
Do you think of something to say?
Actually, I did. You seem like a really nice person, and I don't want to offend you.
Doesn't sound like the usual mindless, boring, getting to know you chit-chat.
I have to promise not to be offended.
You can't promise something like that. I have no idea what you're going to ask me. So you can go ahead and ask me what you're going to ask me, and my natural response could be to get offended.
Here goes. What did you think about what happened to Antoine?
Oh.
He was thrown out by Marcellus, and yet even another way is to say he was thrown out of a window by Marcellus because of you.
After rubbing your toes.
Don't be shy, Vincent. What else did they say?
I'm not shy.
They was rubbing your toes.
F word.
No. He said that Antoine had given you a foot massage.
So that's an F word right there.
Marcellus throwing Tony out of a 4-story window and massaging my feet seem reasonable?
No, it seems...
I mean,
I understand that Marcellus is very, very protective of you.
A husband being protective of his wife is one thing. Husband almost killing another man for touching his wife's feet is something else.
he did it. She's just not confirming whether or not it was for that. Or she's denying it was for that.
Jack Rabbit Slim's Twist Contest.
I don't know the guy Marcellus, but I've had seen one conversation. I wouldn't put it past him.
Now, who will be our first contestants?
Right here.
Excuse me?
Want to dance? No.
To twist.
So dance good.
All right.
Does he just get his underlings to like entertain his wife because he doesn't have the time to? Interesting shoe choice from her.
All right, let's see what you can do. Take it away.
What song is it gonna be? Twist to twist. Summer. She took her shoes off. They gotta take their shoes off? Wait, what's his name? Tarantino's 2 for 2 on feet movies. This is exactly how I was expecting them to dance. Uma Thurman has some... Her eyes, like piercing. They're kind of scary, but also, like I'm drawn in. As for this dancing, this is what you guys were doing in like the 80s and I don't know. I can't really talk because we got TikTok dancers now. This is a wig on Uma Thurman, right? Oh, Fade to Black. I wasn't sure how this was going to finish. She had a good time.
Is that what you call an uncomfortable silence?
Drinks, music.
Well, I thought it was sexual tension. This arm swinging is killing me. Uma Thurman is great. I'm getting Lewis and Melanie vibes. Do you know what I mean? With Ordell being Marcellus.
You see, this is a moral test of oneself, whether or not you can maintain loyalty.
Huh. Just because I don't think Tarantino chooses random things out of nowhere. I wonder why they chose, or he has these characters choose to decorate this place with African art. She's gonna lose that bridge in the middle of her nose by the end of this film. Oh? Oh? Is she over the... No, she hasn't. No, she hasn't. Oh!
Alright. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, fuck.
Lord have mercy.
Answer.
Who are you calling? Oh. Is it that special stash that she was using? The one from Germany. The mountains in Germany. Pick up the phone! Pick up the phone, you're eating flipping fruit brute. Someone's dying. I'm trying to tell him.
Hello. I'm in big trouble, man. I'm coming to your house. This chick just ODing on me. Well, don't bring her here. Do not be bringing some poop out to my house. No choice. I'm here. I'm hanging up the phone. Play call.
He's trying to protect himself. That's hilarious. All the best. He's already there. Where are you going?
Talking about drug shit on her phone.
And you're shouting about it in the middle of this street.
It's this bitch is Marcellus Wallace. Do you know who Marcellus Wallace is? I will be
The
forced
house.
to tell him that you did not help and that you let her die in your fucking life. Come on, help me.
The house.
Look, go to the fridge and get the thing with the adrenaline shot. Right? She's getting the shot. I'm gonna go get my little black medical book. Give it an adrenaline shot. I never had to. I'm like, I have to go to a bunch of bubble gummers. My face can't handle that. Get the shot.
What are you looking for?
A little
The book.
medical book. I have one.
Well, if it's so important, why didn't you keep with the shot?
I don't know. Stop bothering me.
This is not the time.
All right. What I need is a big fat magic marker. What? A magic marker. A film.
Oh, Victoria Beckham.
All right, please hurry up, man. Hurry up. Here, I'll take
I'm not sure about this.
Man,
She looks gone already.
I ain't giving it a shot. I never done this before. I ain't never done it before either, all right? He's got his number once, but it's got to be hard enough to get through her breastplate into her heart.
Goodness. Kite.
All right, count to 3. All right.
Jeez. Imagine being afraid of needles and watching this. How do you aim for that red dot from all the way up there? All 5 of us had the same reaction. We're like, what do you do now? It's not the end, is it? She looks like she has just come from hell. Beginning of the night, her bob was bobbing. Now, Edna Mode would not be proud of this.
What's your thoughts on how to handle this?
What's yours? Marcellus knew about this incident. I'd be in as much trouble as you. I can keep a secret if you can.
Sure, go ahead. Now, if you excuse me, I'm gonna go home and have a heart attack.
Fair enough. She's gonna ask him to stay? You're not doing anything in this.
You want to hear my Fox Force 5 joke? 3 tomatoes are walking down the street. Papa tomato, mama tomato, and baby tomato. Baby tomato starts lagging behind, and Papa tomato gets really angry. Goes back and squishes him. Says, ketchup. See you around.
I will never see you again. To be honest, it's not her fault. It was written for her, but that's embarrassing. I'd never let that leave my mouth. Not even if I was telling you I was telling a bad joke. So that's it? Adrenaline shot and then she's fine and you move on with your life? Is that how it works? Oh. Is that young Bruce Willis? Is that Chris? What's his name? Walken.
This here is Captain Coons. He was in the POW camp with Daddy.
I was a good friend of your dad's.
Oh, his dad passed away, so he's going to take responsibility for him.
I got something for you. This watch I got here was first purchased by your great-grandfather. Your granddad, Dane Coolidge, was called upon by his country to go overseas and fight. Unfortunately, Dane's luck wasn't as good as his old man's, and he was killed. 3 days before the Japanese took the island, your granddad asked a gunner, one of many he'd never met before in his life, to deliver to his infant son his gold watch.
After the war was over, he paid a visit to your grandmother, delivering to your infant father his dad's gold watch. This watch was on your daddy's wrist when they were shot down. He hid it. In one place he knew he could hide something, his ass.
Oh.
5 long years he wore this watch. Up his ass.
Oh.
I hid this uncomfortable hunk of metal up my ass 2 years.
Oh.
Little man, I give the watch to you.
Put that thing in Dettol.
I think any man would have let the ring that fast. Dan, do you feel that this tragedy is going to have an effect on the world of boxing?
Wait.
This can't help but shake the world of boxing to its very foundations. But Paramount...
Wasn't he supposed to take the money? Wasn't he supposed to take the money and go down? Isn't that what Marcellus paid him for? He killed him and escaped. Probably not intentionally, but...
Says he don't know nothing. I believe him. Think we surprised his ass.
No, we don't want to think. We want to know. Take him to the kennels. If the dog's on his ass, we'll find out for goddamn sure what he knows and what he... I'm prepared to scour the earth for that motherfucker. Butch goes to Indochina. I want to hide in a bowl of rice ready to pop a cap in his ass.
Oh!
Little Lobos. Is that Mexican?
Your name is Spanish, but I'm Colombian.
What?
Thank you.
This is a Colombian accent?
Butch.
Butch. What does it mean?
I'm American, honey. Our names don't mean shit.
Okay, fair.
Suárez, brother, fellow Lobos.
Buenos noches. Butch.
I don't think that's the end we see of her. I don't think that's the last time we see her. She's too weird.
Keep the light off.
Is that better, Sugar Pop?
Sugar Puff. We?
Can you make spoons?
You know what? I was thinking about taking a shower. I was thinking like a dog over here.
I like the way you think. I was looking at myself in the mirror. I wish I had a pot. A pot belly. Pot bellies are sexy.
Could you have one?
Shut up.
I
have a bit of a tummy. Like Madonna when she did Lucky Star. It's not the same.
What did Madonna do to Tarantino?
The big, perfectly round pot belly. If I had one, I'd wear a t-shirt 2 sizes too small to accentuate it.
What's going on?
Did you get everything?
Yes, I did.
Good job, Sugar Pop.
What is all this sugar pop? No, you need to be out of sight. And here you are just lipsing and smooching. Like a gun can't just like come through the window.
If they find us, they'll kill us, won't they? But they won't find us, will they?
You better hope, no?
Which?
Yes, lemon pie.
Where are we going to go?
Is she just every sweet treat in the world? Call her tiramisu. You guys need to be leaving the country.
What I'm gonna have for breakfast?
What, lemon pie?
I'm gonna order a big plate of blueberry pancakes with maple syrup, eggs over easy, and 5 sausages. A slice of melted cheese.
Where's my watch?
I was wondering why are we zooming in? Tarantino, what are you doing?
It's there.
What's that?
Immediately, it made me feel a bit uneasy when he started zooming in.
Yeah, well, not here now.
Well, it should be.
Yes, it most definitely should be, but it's not here now. So where the f*** is it?
It's my father's watch.
Why is he all the way over here?
You have any idea what he had to go through to get me that watch? I don't have time to go into it, but he went through a lot. And all this other shit was set on fire, but I specifically reminded you not to forget the fucking watch! Did you get it?
I believe so.
You believe so? What the fuck does that mean? You...
Then I did.
Then I did. Or you did.
No.
Oh, no. I feel sorry for her. I understand his frustration because of what that thing meant, but...
It's not your fault.
I also feel sorry for her. Are you going to go back for it? Do you dare to go back for it?
So I gotta go back to my apartment and get my watch.
Won't the gangsters be looking for you there?
That's what I'm gonna find out.
I saw your watch. I thought I brought it.
Oh, I feel for her, man.
Take it home. I'll be back before you can say blueberry pie.
Blueberry pie.
Oh.
All the things you can forget
she forgets my father's watch. Specifically reminds her.
I hear both sides. The throne of the TV was absolutely crazy, but I understand. If you give someone instructions and you stress the importance and you give them enough detail, you expect that they have it. But at the same time, if it's that important, you should have made sure that you had it. Or you should have spoken about what it actually means, why you need it. He really said he's going to scope out the scene, and if he thinks he can't like make it out, he's just going to leave it. And there's a possibility that he could just leave it behind. Say he really just should leave it behind, but it's too sentimental. Because all I'm thinking is like, they are obviously going to be here waiting for you somewhere. There's no chance they're not. Who is the main character of this movie? At times I felt like it was Vincent, at times I felt like it was Butch. What's the through line? We still haven't seen what's going on with Tim Roth. What are you doing? Oh, I hate stupidity. Grab the watch and leave. Why are you getting comfortable? Oh, Lord have mercy. Lord have absolute mercy. Vincent done just like that. Oh, I didn't catch the name of the book. You're not gonna wipe it? We're gonna turn off the fire alarm just so no one asks any questions and no one's immediately alerted to what's going on in that room. I can still hear the beeping. Vincent's done. Clearly Vincent's not the main character then. I can't believe that was successful. He's too happy. He's too comfortable. I feel like I'm expecting the worst right now, like gunshots through the window or something. Oh my goodness gracious me. I think he could have survived that.
He's dead.
Who? He's not dead. Look at the size of him.
I need someone to go to court. I will be glad to help. Okay, that guy was a drunken maniac. Him.
I don't know this actor. Oh my goodness me. Tarantino loves these like super close up shots and then someone like in the distance. I don't know what they're called.
Son, shut the fuck up. Hey, you just wait a goddamn minute now. Come here,
Take the gun out of his hand.
Hold it right there, goddammit.
Say none of your business, mister.
I'm making it my business. Take your foot off the nigger, put your hand behind your head, approach the counter. Right.
You know, I saw that Confederate flag when we came in here.
Zed, Maynard, that spider just got a couple of flies.
I don't think that's the police. No, I don't think this is the police. This is not the authorities. Am I gonna get an answer as to why he has this, like, a plaster on the back of his head? Where's Samuel L. Jackson? Someone's pulling up in a motorbike.
Nobody kills anybody in my place.
On a motorbike. What do you want with them? Okay, they fought in your shop, so what?
This one right here, he's gonna shoot that one.
Is that right? You gonna shoot him, boy?
That is the authorities.
Well, bring out the gimp.
The what?
Well, I guess you just have to go wake him up now, won't you?
The what? Can you hurry up, please? It's exactly what I thought. I was like, am I being... I was like, is there another gimp? Is there something else called gimp? Possibly?
Which one of you want to live first?
What does that mean? What do you mean by that? Oh. Normally when you do that, it goes to the opposite one that you got.
Guess that means you, big boy.
It went straight back to him. Why don't you just... What's the point of having the song go twice? Or a second verse if it finishes on the same person? This film took a capital L left turn. You know, for the time period, when I saw the police officer come in with an earring, I was like, that's a choice to give a police officer an earring. The sound effects in the back. But yeah, that's what I was thinking. And then with this revelation, I'm like, okay, it makes sense. What do you mean by yeehaw? What on earth? Does he feel bad? Oh. Oh. Well, this is interesting because how he just felt about the guy that he was facing in the ring who laced his gloves. He didn't seem to care that he died. I guess he has a relationship with this guy prior to him asking him to go down in the ring. It's a bit too loud. They're going to hear you coming. Lord have mercy.
You want that gun, don't you, Zed? Go ahead and pick it up.
Are you sure?
Step aside, boy.
Oh, I thought you might do both of them. I thought he was going to shoot through Butch into him as well. Are they even?
I'm pretty far from okay.
Does he blame Butch for this whole situation? Where do we go from here?
What now?
What now? I'm gonna call a couple of hard pipe-hitting niggas to go to work on the homes here with a pair of pliers and a blowtorch.
I mean, what now between me and you?
That's what I was thinking.
There is no me and you. Not no more. Yeah, we cool.
I would not trust her.
It's between me, you, and Mr. Soon to be living the rest of his short-ass life in agonizing pain, rapist here. You leave town tonight, and when you're gone, you stay gone, or you be gone. Get your ass out of here.
He can't even look him in the eye after what's happened to him. He clearly puts a lot of value in him coming back to save him. Because the way to ensure that no one ever finds out about this would be to kill him.
Yes, you did, Brett.
There was someone else in the room, in the apartment.
Through the valley of darkness.
Wait.
Truly his brother's keeper and the finder.
Okay, wait, no. I was going to say, did Samuel L. Jackson die? What's his name? Jules? But we saw him go to the bar afterwards, right? Oh, okay. They only shot that guy. I thought maybe they shot the both of them.
Oh, this month, I'd knock that shit off if I was you.
Die, you motherfucker!
What? You missed all 3 shots.
We should be dead.
It was more than 5.
I know, we was lucky.
No.
I thought it was 3 shots. It was like 6 shots.
This was divine intervention. You know what divine intervention is?
That means that God came down from heaven and stopped the bullets?
God came down from heaven and stopped these bullets.
I think it's time for us to leave, Jules.
Don't do that. Don't blow this shit off.
Chill, Jules. It happens.
Wrong.
Someone missing
Wrong.
6 shots
This shit doesn't
with 2 targets.
What happened here was a miracle, and I want you to fucking acknowledge it.
Is that all you need, acknowledgement? Oh, thank you for leaving Marvin alone.
Let's go now.
Oh, he's coming with.
Okay, it was just him and this guy.
Wait, I thought that they went into the bar in like t-shirts and shorts because they got rid of their clothes. Maybe because they got blood all over it, but they didn't, and they're still wearing it now.
I'm telling my sellers today. I'm through.
Well, why don't you tell him at the same time why?
Don't worry, I will.
Yeah, and I bet you $10,000 he laughs his ass off.
I don't give a damn if he does.
That's why he's disappeared for the rest of the movie.
Man, I don't even have an opinion.
Well, you gotta have an opinion.
Don't point that gun at me.
From heaven and stop.
Oh, fuck's happening?
What? This is why I said.
Marvin in the face.
Why the f you do that?
I didn't mean to do it as an accident.
This is why. Oh.
Going off, I don't know why.
Well, look at this mess, man. We're on a city street in broad day.
Now it makes sense why they changed their cloothes.
Jimmy, yo, how you doing, man?
Immediately, I was like, don't point that gun. Don't point that gun at me. Don't ask why I'm saying me. I place myself in movies all the time.
Kind of freaked out back there when you saw Marvin.
Well, put yourself in his position. I mean, it's 8 o'clock in the morning. He just woke up. He wasn't expecting this shit. We gotta remember here who's doing who a favor.
You know, favor means that I gotta take shot. You can stick that favor straight up his ass. I don't care.
Then leave the house.
I ain't threatening you nothing, all right?
Vincent
you know
is not very bright.
Don't put me in this position, all right?
All right, fine. Fine, just go handle your friend. Go ahead. I don't care.
Now he's being patronizing.
Jimmy, this is some serious gourmet shit. Me and Vincent would have been.
Oh!
I'm the one who buys it. I know how good it is. Bonnie goes shopping, she buys shit. I buy the gourmet expensive stuff because when I drink it, I want to taste it. Did you notice a sign out in the front of my house that said Dead Nick Porridge?
Jimmy, you know I ain't seen no shit.
Did you notice a sign in the front of my house that said Dead Nick Porridge? I mean, I want to help you, but I don't want to lose my wife doing it. Don't Jimmy me, Jules, okay? There's nothing that you're going to say that's going to make me forget that I love my wife.
All I want to do is call my people, get them, bring us in, that's all.
I'm going to fuck my shit up big time if Bonnie comes home. Do me that favor, all right? The phone is in my bedroom. I suggest you get going.
Tarantino's... Oh, Tarantino. I'll just say I preferred his performance in Reservoir Dogs.
I don't want to hear about no muffs. All I want to hear from your ass is, you ain't got no problem, Jules. I'm on the motherfucker.
You ain't got no problem, Jules. I'm on the mother.
Sending the whoop? That's all you had to say.
You're 40 minutes to get the fuck to Dodge. Which, if you do what I say, when I say it, should be plenty. I need you two fellas to do is take those cleaning products and clean the inside of the car. I'm talking fast, fast, fast. We need to camouflage the interior of the car. We're gonna line the front seat and the back seat and the floorboards with quilts and blankets. Jimmy, lead the way. Boys, get to work.
Please would be nice.
What are you talking about?
A please would be nice.
Get it straight, Buster. I'm not here to say please. I'm here to tell you what to do. If self-preservation is an instinct you possess, you better fucking do it and do it quick. If my help's not appreciated, lots of luck, gentlemen.
Like-
No, Mr. Wolf, it ain't like that. Your help is definitely appreciated.
2 people are doing you a favor and you're trying to be cheeky.
So, pretty please, with sugar on top. Clean the car.
Does that work for you?
All right, I can feel your look.
I'm looking at him the same way. Because what? This is all your fault. Get to work.
Man, I will never forgive your ass for this. This is some repugnant shit.
Did you ever hear the philosophy that once a man admits that he is wrong, that he is immediately forgiven for all wrongdoings? Have you ever heard that?
No.
The mother said that you never had to pick up itty bitty pieces of skull on account of your dumb ass.
Right? And you got him in the red. And I'm just saying, dangerous to have a race car and a fin red. That's all. I could blow.
Well, someone else.
Fine job, gentlemen. You may get out of this yet.
No soap. We're just going to blast him with a hose.
Toss him in Jim's garbage bag. Jim, the soap.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, gentlemen.
Well, this guy doesn't even know how to lather his hands and get rid of blood, so...
Damn, what a fucking cold. Better you than me, gentlemen. Don't be afraid of the soap. Spread it around.
Get him up there a little bit.
That was it? That was it? I'm going to assume that we took away 15 minutes. Oh my goodness me. I thought we were going to get away with not seeing anything.
On my way, Rex.
We cool?
Like it never happened.
Are you sure? I didn't see it happen. Was it because we didn't have the budget, or?
Say goodnight, Raquel.
Good night, Raquel.
I just want to tell you it was a real pleasure watching you work.
Yeah, really. Thank you very much, Mr. Wolf. Go for some breakfast. You feel like having breakfast with me?
What, blueberry pancakes?
I don't know why I just thought you'd be European or something.
Yeah, man.
Is this the same cafe?
I know that now.
Was it cool or what?
Wait, is that gonna happen whilst they're here?
That's when you were fucking with him. I was amazed.
Has this whole thing been like a time?
Are you Jewish?
No, I ain't Jewish. I just don't dig on swine, that's all. What? Man, I just been sitting here thinking.
About what?
About the miracle we witnessed. What is a miracle, Vincent?
The act of God.
And what's an act of God?
When God makes the impossible possible.
Right.
This morning, I don't think qualifies.
Judging this the wrong way. I mean, it could be God stopped the bullets, or you don't judge like this based on merit. But what is significant is I felt the touch of God. God got involved. First, I'm going to deliver this case to Marcellus. Then, basically, I'm just going to walk the earth.
Without a job, a residence, or legal tender, that's what you're gonna be, man. You're gonna be a bum.
Look, my friend, this is just where you and I differ.
Awesome.
I was right. Why do I feel like they were wearing something different when they entered the bar? Maybe I'm just misremembering. I thought one of them was wearing like an orange t-shirt.
I'm gonna take a
Clearly they escaped though. As I was saying, they clearly make it out because they go to meet Marcellus.
I love you, honey bunny.
More sweet treats.
Everybody be cool, this is a robbery!
You pricks move! And I'll execute every one of your mother...
They picked the wrong day. They picked the wrong day. Remember the conversation at the beginning where they were talking about the type of people that would be here and who's gonna do what and etc.
Be calm, cooperate, and this will all be over in a minute.
Fuck down! Hold down.
I was about to say they don't know that Vincent's he's in the toilet. Is he gonna come out in time? Well, I mean, is he gonna try and save them? Does he care? At the end of the day, they're criminals as well.
Just throw me the bag, are we clear?
Oh, no. They want their money too. That's not gonna run. There you go. If they were to take just what's in the register, I'm not sure that Jules and Vincent would get involved. But they're coming around taking everyone's individual cash. Big mistake. Big mess up.
In the bag.
What you want?
What's in the case?
My boss's dirty laundry.
Your boss makes you do his laundry?
When he wants it clean.
Sounds like a show.
Funny, I was thinking the same thing.
Open it.
Stop causing problems. You'll get us all killed. Get here. Shut the fuck up, fat man. This ain't none of your goddamn business.
Be cool, honey bunny. Be cool. If you don't open that case, I'm gonna unload it in your face. One.
Oh no. She's gonna go absolutely insane when he gets shot.
Okay, Ringo.
Oh.
You win. It's yours.
Why did you choose not to? Wait, we never saw what was in it.
Is that what I think it is?
Damn it, what is it? You let him go! You let him go! Let go of it!
Be cool.
Be cool,
Chill that out.
She's gonna be alright.
Promise her.
I promise.
We're not gonna do anything stupid, are we?
Don't you hurt him!
She looks like she could.
Come on, Yolanda. What's Fonzie like?
Cool.
Correcto mundo.
Okay, now you let him go!
Yolanda, I thought you were gonna be cool. Now, when you yell at me, it makes me nervous.
Same. She's shaking too much.
Here's the situation.
Vincent, what?
Normally, both your asses would be dead as fried chicken. But you happen to pull this while I'm in a transitional period, and I don't want to kill
Are you delivering a baby in that toilet?
I've been through too much over this case this morning to just hand it over to your dumb ass. Vincent, be cool!
Thank you.
Be cool, honey bunny.
How we doing, baby?
I gotta go pee.
Oh.
I want you to go in that bag and find my wallet.
I forgot about his wallet. Because I was going to be like, why can't we just tell them both to leave? Can we not just tell them both to leave?
Open it up. Take out the money. Count it.
Is he going to let him take it?
$1,500.
Okay, put it in your pocket. It's yours. Now, with the rest of those wallets in the register, that makes this a pretty successful little score. No, Yolanda, he ain't gonna do a goddamn thing, bitch! Ah! Come on, Yolanda, say what you think.
Who's Yolanda's actress?
I'm buying something for my money. Wanna know what I'm buying, Ringo? I'm giving you that money so I don't have to kill your ass.
Huh.
You read the Bible, Ringo?
No, regularly, no.
There's this passage I got memorized. The path of the righteous man is beset on all sides by the iniquities of the selfish and the tyranny of evil men. You will know I am the Lord when I lay my vengeance upon you. I've been saying that shit for years. And if you heard it, that meant your ass. I never gave much thought to what it meant. I just thought it was some cold-blooded shit to say to a motherfucker. Or I pop the cap in his ass. The truth is, you're the weak, and I'm the tyranny. But I'm trying, Ringo. I'm trying real hard to be the shepherd.
What do you reply to that?
I think we should be leaving now.
Yeah, it's probably a good idea.
Take the breakfast with you. Some of these people are like, you couldn't get my wallet? Oh my goodness me. I was going to say, what a twist. It's not really a twist, is it? It's just, it's Tarantino. It was a puzzle. I'll say that's what it is. So far, one of the consistent things I've noticed about Tarantino is he likes to break structure, he likes to break narrative, he likes to play with time in his movies. We saw it in Reservoir Dogs, he was showing different perspectives of the various misters. And then in Jackie Brown, he plays around with time again and he shows us the different perspectives of Jackie and Max and Lewis and what was her name? Madeline, something. And now this seems like he's probably going to do it again. But it feels like he was working towards something like this where he's just completely broken the movie into various pieces and scattered them all over the place. And initially, I found it quite disorientating because bearing in mind I had no idea the movie was going to go in this way. He drip feeds a bit of Tim Roth to me, and then I'm like, what was that? When is that coming back? Tim Roth is just gone, literally until the very end of the movie. And then we do it again, kind of with Jules. We have Jules in that not the very first scene, but kind of the introductory scene. And then he's virtually gone for about, I don't know, 2/3 of the movie. And so I found myself having mid-movie to readjust my expectations or to try and figure out why the movie was doing this, why we were getting pieces of a movie and trying to figure out to me, these were various mini movies until I get to the final act and I understand, or the final scene, and I understand that this is all happening at once, or even maybe just the scene before because I noticed that they were wearing the t-shirt and shorts. But I had to readjust the way I was thinking because initially I was thinking this is a series of mini movies in one movie and I'm trying to find a thread. Why are we learning or seeing or experiencing these days in the lives of these various people? Until you get to those very two last kind of mini movies where you realize this is a single through line and the thread is essentially connected between all of these stories. I think for me, what is connecting these stories, even if it is actually over the course of 1 or 2 days, and this actually is just one story, it's really about fate and coincidence and destiny in a weird way, making life-altering decisions that can change your destiny. It's about fate and how that collides with coincidence and the choices that people make when they're faced with life or death situations, life or death moments. Jules, who by far is the connecting character for me within all of this, he experiences this thing in Brett's apartment. What's his name, Brett? The Kahuna Burger or whatever. He's that dude in his apartment when he gets shot at the 6 times and he's like, no, that was a miracle. I was supposed to die then. And he sees it as divine intervention and a reason to change the way he's living because he sees it as him being spared at that moment and it's a sign to change his ways. Then you get someone like Vincent who is on the other side of the coin and dismisses it and essentially is like, no, it's just luck. And all these various things that are happening to me, it's just luck. It's a flip of a coin every time. And I've just happened to be lucky. And he has multiple situations that he could see as luck or unlucky that someone else like Jules would see as miraculous. So first you've got the 6 gunshots right in front of him that none of them seem to hit him. Then you've got accidentally shooting Marvin in the car and then being able to solve all of that and clear everything and get rid of the car. Like, it's almost like you've been spared twice. You should have got done at some point. And then you take out your boss's wife and she takes the heroin that's in your pocket and nearly overdoses. You manage to give her an adrenaline shot, and she doesn't say a word about it. No one says a word about it. No one knows about it. And it's almost like we'll get into this further, but it's almost like him ignoring those events over the course of 2 days was eventually what led to him being in a toilet. And just coincidentally, fate again, the time he chooses to go to the toilet is a time that Butch enters the apartment, sees his gun, and then eventually shoots him. And speaking of Butch again, initially he's very much acting out of self-interest. He agrees to a deal with Marcellus, then he turns back on it. And you hear him speaking about the boxer that he was fighting, and he was just like, if he's gone, he's gone. Like, he's acting in his own self-interest. And then he gets to the pawn shop where the guy that's trying to shoot him, kill him, because he did him dirty, is being graped. And he's broken free, and he can literally just walk out and escape and go to wherever they were going. France. They can literally just go. Him and his girlfriend. Don't even need the blueberry pancakes. Whatever. They can just go. Yet he chooses to free the man, who I don't think would have survived, by the way, after what was happening to him. I don't think they were just going to free him. They were probably going to dispose of him afterwards. And so someone that is literally on your case, is looking for you, is hunting you down, literally is about to be dealt with. And in that moment, he makes a life-altering decision and decides, no, I'm going to turn around. I'm going to alter my path, and I'm going to save you. And that's the first time he makes a decision that's not in his self-interest. And ultimately, it still favors him. It still works in his favor. Is that a miracle? I guess you can contest that. But ultimately, he not only has a bit of a healing moment then, he's able to escape still. And with the money that he made, or someone else made, was holding from the fight, telling them to bet that he's absolutely going to win. But back to kind of Vincent and Jules and that duo, it's kind of a snapshot of how agnostic or atheists will react to a situation or any kind of life incident versus some people who are agnostic. Well, to be honest, it's not even about where you stand, because you have people who are complete atheists. In this case, Jules seems to be of some sort of Christian belief. He's quoting the Bible. He's quoting it wrongly. Of course, there's parts of that passage that are legit, but Tarantino's just infused it with a lot of dressing. But clearly, Jules has either grown up in the church or he is a Christian because he knows the scripture. However, there are people that go through life or death situations, and ultimately that is their turning to Christ moment. And then there are other people who go through these instances and they are unmoved by it. It's just, I was lucky. In a way, I feel like Tarantino favors faith over luck in this movie, because the characters who seem to choose the alternate path, the higher road, what seems to be the better decision, whether they're stepping away from crime, whether they're turning to faith, etc. In the cases of Butch and Jules specifically, they seem to get the better outcome. I mean, literally in this movie, I'm like, where's Jules? Jules isn't in the middle of this movie, because the middle of this movie is where things go wrong for a lot of people. And Jules, by this time, had quit, as we saw in the beginning of the movie. So although we don't know what Jules is doing, he's certainly not in all of this mess. And then you have Butch, who gets to go away with his girlfriend forever with however much money they won, and free man. The characters who don't step away, mainly Vincent, but I mean even Marcellus, meet some very violent ends. Not an end for Marcellus, but it's violent. Like, it's dressed up quite nicely, and there's comedy in it. But that's crazy. And Vincent, again, I believe in luck. I'm just going to do as I'm doing, and it is what it is. Shot. Going to the toilet. So I almost feel like Tarantino is favoring those who choose the high road, or those who choose faith or believe in a destiny or a fate. For me, Jules is kind of like the moral center of this movie, which is weird because he's in the beginning and the end, but I think that makes it all the more important. I think that kind of proves what I'm saying. I know he's not right in the actual beginning because we get the scene with Tim Roth and Honey Puff, whatever her name is. But literally, when you think about it, Jules is the opening and the bookend. Like, he has the weightiest of lines, he has the weightiest of scenes. He opens this movie as a criminal and he closes it using the same scripture but as a different man. I think this movie is just really cleverly done. I'm so impressed. We can talk about the performances in a second because Samuel L. Jackson, we'll get there. But I wanted to say, because a lot of what I've heard about Tarantino prior to even coming in was that he likes a lot of senseless violence, and I might get there, but we are on our third movie in release order. Yes, I've watched Django, and maybe I'll change my mind when I watch Kill Bill 1 and 2. However, in these three movies, none of the violence I feel has been senseless. I've thought, I don't even feel like there's too much violence in Jackie Brown. In Reservoir Dogs, there's violence, but I don't think it's senseless. And certainly not in Pulp Fiction do I feel like the violence is senseless. I think it's all important for each character that is involved in the various acts that take place. It's necessary that Marcellus and Vincent suffer those fates because of what it implies, or what I believe it implies from what I believe Tarantino is saying with this movie in the decisions that people make and what the consequences can be. The film is essentially saying this is what a life of violence and crime is going to lead you to. Violence, a violent end. So how can I call that senseless? There's a message here. I might get to Kill Bill 1 and 2 and be like, well, this is just violence for banter. But when we get there, I'll say that. I'm not ready to say that in these movies. And then when you think about, Django, literally that movie is supposed to be representative of a time where, yeah, do you know what I mean? So let's talk about some of the performances and the acting, because Samuel L. Jackson, I've never seen you like that before. I've not seen you do that. Not that. That's crazy. I don't know who was nominated for what in which year, but if that was a supporting actor nomination, which I believe he did get, how he did not win and who he lost to, I'm going to need to check after this video, because that is crazy. That he is the movie. Like I mentioned before, all his lines are so heavy and they are delivered. I mean, it's not even just the emotion in what he's saying, especially in the diner scene, where I think he's actually just incredible. Like what he's communicating in his need to change and his want to change, and the 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 subtlety of, listen, I'm doing you a favor. Don't, like, it reminds me of, I don't know who's watching this has watched X-Men 97, but when Magneto was like, don't make me let you down. That's what I felt like. I almost feel like that scene must have been inspired by this, where it's like, I'm helping you right now. I'm a different person. Don't make me revert. Take this money and get out of I'm buying your freedom. That was incredible. But what I was going to say is the comedy that's laced into it as well is so good. I mean, we already know about Tarantino's just general humorous, sometimes it feels unnecessary dialogue or unconsequential. Like, you almost sometimes feel like it has nothing to do with the movie. But the humor in the delivery by Samuel L. Jackson, absolutely insane. Also shout out to John Travolta. I think he was great. I think Uma Thurman, those scenes, did not enjoy them, and she did well because I did not enjoy them, especially post taking the drug. She made me feel sick, and that's a good thing. That's praise. Tim Roth, I'm still embarrassed that I did not know Tim Roth was British, and so I'm praising this guy I think is American at the top of the movie, thinking he's doing an excellent British accent, and it's just a British guy. I don't even know if he's from East London, but he might still be doing an accent, but far less impressive because whatever. Also, shout out to whoever was playing, what was her name? Was it? I don't know, but he was calling her Honey Puff. His partner in that scene, she's hilarious in those the last scene. She's so good. I loved how chaotic she was. And I think that's most of what I have to say. Overall, just a really, really impressive movie. I still think my heart is with Jackie Brown more so than Pulp Fiction. However, I have full understanding of why this is probably one of the most iconic, transformative movies. Full stop. Like I don't think this is one of the first structure bending movies or breaking movies to ever come out. I believe there's Kubrick films that are very much in this vein. So Tarantino is definitely inspired by movies to get here, but I think he revitalized this, and I think there was a lot of copying of this style in the 2000s and probably in the 90s as well. Hopefully I get to watch some of those on this channel and I'm able to pick up on those. But I know this is one of the most influential films of all time. Oh, before I forget, I said it in Reservoir Dogs. I'm not going to leave this out because it wouldn't be me if I left it out. Well, Tarantino, he wasn't great. I preferred him in Reservoir Dogs. I said that in the reaction. His performance, you know what? There was a couple of stinky performances. I thought the cab lady, the taxi lady, I thought she was just strange. I think not just the character, but I think the performance was strange. I think Butcher's girlfriend, I don't know where I fall on her, but that's a whole different thing. But yeah, Tarantino put in a movie and the performance is just, it's not great. You know, sometimes I want to be like, maybe he just didn't have budget to go and get someone else. But then I look at the names in this movie and I'm like, you could have got someone else. So why put himself in this movie? And I'm sure he must recognize that he's not the greatest actor. So why give himself so many lines and lines that are to be delivered? And it wasn't working for me. And then on top of it, you give yourself lines that just feel like you wanted to say the N-word. Because sometimes I'm like, it wasn't necessary. I know he does all of this in the name of authenticity, but that character is just there for a second. For a second, about 5 minutes, we don't get, I'm going to say we don't get much depth, but we have a sit down of Harvey Keitel. But we know this character has a black wife, and then he's using all this language. And I know Tarantino's probably going to say he knew someone like this, but who had a black wife was still sparingly using the N-word. Maybe it was common. It just feels so random when characters like this in this movie just start blah, blah, N-word. I'm just like, please. do you know what I mean? Like, I'm able to laugh, and I know this was in a different period, but every time, I mean, you see my reaction when I'm watching, I'm just like, okay, why? Do you know what I mean? You know what it's like for me? It's like, imagine just you're eating out at a restaurant, lovely restaurant, you're enjoying your meal, and then someone comes from another table and just slaps you. Like, excuse me, I was having a great time. What was that for? That's what it feels like. Maybe that's intentional. I don't know, but it takes me out every time. I think those are all my thoughts. Kill Bill is next. I know these two movies are crazy, and I know they're violent, and I know the action is insane. I feel like it's inspired by Kung Fu, so this should be a good time. Well, I said inspired by Kung Fu. I feel like it's inspired by Asian cinema, so it could be a great time. I hope it's a great time. I'll see you then. Peace.